We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it comes your way next. Caleb Smith, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Digging in now, Andrelton Simmons. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Ramirez moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. He hit over 45 home runs last year. I mean, he has elite power. I watched him hit some balls that you just go, my goodness. I think he's got a shot at 50 this year if he can stay consistent.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 at his homestand.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
The third baseman, number 6.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. He's set, and the pitch. Lined into left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
So it's second and third with 1 gone now. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0. That's in, ball 2.
And now on 2-0, you just can't lay a fastball in there, or he could make it 3-0 before you know it. It's all about limiting the damage in this situation.
From the belt, the pitch. 3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Hit hard down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. A 3-run home run for Mike Trout, number 10 for him on the year. And the Angels have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Justin Upton the next to hit. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Here's a pop-up now.
And there's the second out as he squeezes it while standing on the mound.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Now at the plate, Jason Castro. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Pierre is right there. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. But the Angels strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 3-0 Angels. Griffin Canning will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Settling in now, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And there's one gone to start the night. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
The 1-0 home.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Batting third, the center fielder.
Stepping in, Juan Pierre. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
A little 2-out lightning right there, Dan, in the first inning. Let's see if the cleanup hitter's got anything in store.
Boy, what looked like such an easy and a promising easy inning for the pitcher. Now he has to deal with the Thunder, the cleanup hitter coming up.
1 ball, no strikes the count. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Here now the 2-2. Here's laid off and the count runs full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Garrett Cooper.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Liner towards second. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end. Here's Albert now, and he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate.
One of the keys to securing a win.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot for Albert Pujols. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Angels have now opened up a 4-0 lead.
Wow, a homer for all the old men in the world. Who says this is a young man's game anyway? He just uncorks on this thing. I think he's glad it's a homer because that way he doesn't have to sprint all the way around the bases. He could take all the time in the world. Good for him.
Into the box, Griffin Canning. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. One and one to the Angels pitcher. Base is empty here with nobody out. Line drive to center field, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the top of the lineup will have a chance now with nobody out following the base hit by the pitcher. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Dickerson is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Count now a ball and a strike. A 1-1. Down the left field line and deep, and that's going to land foul. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Fletcher. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 for the Angels on the home run by Poole. Striding into the box, Brian Anderson, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Davis will wait on it. 1 gone.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport. Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Nope, that's the ball.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Jazz Chisholm has so weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Alfaro, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a liner caught out there by Simmons, and that will become out number 2.
Batting 9.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Caleb Smith, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He waits, now the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now back, second baseman.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something, some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Harold Ramirez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A ball and a strike. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Ball 2.
Man, that's a tough take given where we are this game, but he got away with it.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Davis is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out it. In now is Anthony Rendon, a Silver Slugger winner a year ago in the National League.
Anthony.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Hot shot down the line, and a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And they start the third inning the way they finished off the first two, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. Pierre is under it to make the catch. There's one gone.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Jason Castro. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. One and 1 to Jason Castro.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Dickerson. He's there to track it down. And that'll end the inning. Into the box now, Juan Pierre. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now here's the pitch.
Pierre.
Line drive base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here in the home third. And as you take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he tops all Miami Marlins in that department. And he'll dive back in. Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson. That's a strike to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
The 0-1 delivery. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now back, first base.
At the plate, Garrett Cooper hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive.
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Ball, that pitch is out. Two balls, one strike.
To short, hit hard. Simmons is there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Fletcher ranging into the outfield. He's there to make the play, and that'll... So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base.
Leading off to the Angels, the
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pujols, who's long been referred to as the machine. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract. Line drive to left. And Pujols is aboard. That's a base hit. So the leadoff hitter's aboard. Pitcher due up. Looks to be a textbook sacrifice situation.
Up next to the Angels, the pitcher, Griffin Canning.
At the plate now, Griffin Canning. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first, so they let the pitcher swing away here, and it turns into a double play.
The right fielder, number 19.
Here's Rajay Davis now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and up next will be the big catcher Jorge Alfaro.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Trout to the track, to the wall. A leap there by Trout, but he can't reel it in, if you will. That ball is gone. And good for him. Jazz Chisholm has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least 1.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
At the plate, Caleb Smith.
Miss.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Davis
has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The batter, number 2.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jonathan Villar. He singled his last time up. In there, no balls and a strike. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Ranging back is Davis, and it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Now batting, the right fielder.
To the plate now, Harold Ramirez.
Ramirez.
He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2. 3 runs already home here. Swinging a hard liner to center field, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
So now to the plate, Juan Pierre, as he'll show bunt here, but then pulls it back for strike 1.
There's a slogan that's throwing too many strikes. That might be the case for this guy in this outing right here. So far, not pitching all that well, but 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
The 1-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he pulls this one back in time. 2-2. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away. So striding in, Corey Dickerson hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. On, he pops it up. Rendon trying to get there, and he lays out, but he can't make the play. We'll do it again. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits. No. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrelton Simmons. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Angel shortstop behind in the count at 1-2 strikes.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
2-2.
2-2, Tim.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Now the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 5th inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. He's through first and hustling for second, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
The first baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Into the box, Anthony Rendon. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Pierre moving for it at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. So a man at third here with 2 gone. And that brings up Mike Trout. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Turned on down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line, and the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 5-4 game.
Hey, talking about having a quality game, D-Row, with that base hit right there, that go-ahead RBI, that's his 4th run batted into the game.
I'm going to tell you what he's thinking right now, Dan. Bullpen, don't blow this for me because I'm getting my name in the paper and I'm getting interviewed big time after this one.
No hits to this point. The 1-0 delivery, and I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So a run. Standing in, Garrett Cooper. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Trout is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, pitcher.
Digging in and looking for more, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit on the ground toward the left. Simmons with the backhand. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then
it's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away. Matt Joyce will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. High and deep to center field. Trout looks up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. First home run of the campaign for him as they open up an 8-5 lead. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Now pitching for the Angels.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. No balls and 1 strike. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. This one's flared toward left center. Here comes Upton. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, D-Row, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues today.
Now the 1-0. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that is off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The center fielder.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall at left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Stepping in now, Juan Pierre, and it's grounded just foul down the line. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the 0-1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Now batting, left fielder.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Garrett.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He's set. Here it comes. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0.
2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Has a look, now the pitch. Hard ground ball to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. But the recovery is too late at first, and the run is in to score.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball just misses, that's ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Anderson has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. 1 run scores. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone. Noah Ramirez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a breaking pitch blocked by Castro. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Drilled down the line. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run is scored. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away.
Yeah.
In now, Jazz Chisholm, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Oh and 1, here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Upton. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. And a relay home.
The left fielder, number 7.
Here's Matt Joyce now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Joyce has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Before this game started, if you would have asked them if they would have been happy to score 9 runs in a game, they'd take it all day long, but 9 in an inning? That's just insane.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. No movement on base. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. And that is into right field, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the second runner's going to hold over at third, so a run scores and they remain loaded here with 2 away.
Ramirez.
To the plate now, Harold Ramirez. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Upton going back. Out of here. Grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. First home run of the campaign for him as they just continue to pour it on here. Justin Anderson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So now to the plate, Juan Pierre pulls this one into the air out into right field. Davis is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. Another good inning here for the Marlins. Who says fans don't love their baseball in Miami? Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this.